Right now, somewhere on Earth, someone is lighting a cigarette. A businessman steps outside his office for one last drag before a meeting. Across the world, a group of friends pass a hookah hose around a table. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, an elder carefully fills a carved pipe before a ceremony that has been performed for generations. 3 people, 3 continents, 3 completely different lives, and yet, they're all about to perform one of the strangest behaviors in human history. They're choosing to fill their lungs with smoke. Think about that for a second. Your body was never designed to enjoy smoke. The moment it reaches your eyes, they burn. The moment it reaches your throat, you cough. Every instinct you have treats smoke as a warning, because for almost every animal on Earth, smoke means one thing: fire. And fire usually means you're about to die. So why are humans different? Why are we the only species that willingly inhales smoke and has been doing it for thousands of years? Most people think they already know the answer: nicotine, addiction, cigarettes. But that's only the final chapter of the story. Humans were deliberately breathing smoke thousands of years before cigarettes existed. Before tobacco became a global industry, people were smoking leaves, tree bark, resins, flowers, even dried sap, which raises a much stranger question. Who was the first person to look at a burning plant, take a deep breath, and instead of running away, think, "We should try that again"? That decision sounds almost absurd, but it changed human history. To understand why, we have to travel back to a world before cities, before agriculture, before writing, to a time when our ancestors were making one discovery that would quietly change the human mind forever: fire. When humans first learned to control fire, it transformed almost everything. It scared predators away, cooked food that would otherwise be dangerous to eat, kept people warm through cold nights, and allowed families to stay awake long after sunset. But those weren't the only changes. There was another transformation, one so gradual that nobody could have noticed it happening. Every evening, people gathered around campfires. Wood crackled, leaves smoldered, branches released thick clouds of smoke into the air. Night after night, year after year, generation after generation, humans sat beside it. They smelled it. They breathed tiny amounts of it. And without realizing it, their brains began forming a completely different association than almost every other animal on Earth. For most creatures, smoke meant danger. For humans, smoke often meant the danger was already over. It meant warmth, cooked food, family, protection, home. That may have been one of the most unusual psychological shifts our species ever experienced. Because before humans mastered fire, smoke was something you escaped. After humans mastered fire, smoke became something you gathered around. But simply living beside smoke isn't the same as choosing to breathe it in. That part of the story would come thousands of years later, and it would begin with something even stranger than fire itself: plants.